If you don't believe America needs secure borders, you're the enemy of America. You need secure. Who doesn't know you need secure borders? Nancy Pelosi doesn't. Hillary Clinton didn't. Loretta Lynch didn't. I mean, come on. These people are freaks. America first pisses off Democrats. How can that be? If it's not America first, then who is it? I think
people think of it as you're denying opportunity to people that live in an impoverished third world country that's connected to us. So they think of it as racism.
All my ancestors came through Ellis Island.
As did mine.
And denounced their allegiance to where they came from. You can still cook Swedish and you can still cook German, but you got to denounce allegiance to where you come from because you're coming here.
You're
you have to
citizens of the United States
pledge allegiance to
now.
the United States.
But it's fucking hard for someone to come over from Mexico. And don't you think that the real problem is that Mexico sucks, or that parts of Mexico suck?
Overall,
to figure out a way to help those people, really the only way would be to make Mexico so healthy and a great place to live that it's just like the United States. So there's no reason to come over here.
And certainly we have tried. Our policies have been very generous to those countries. In fact, we're the only country that has been generous to them. But the corruption,
the
corruption,
massive corruption.
The entire Mexican, Guatemalan, all those governments are as criminal as Al Capone in Chicago in '32.
I mean, they're so infested by the
law
cartels.
enforcement is the cartel. The military is the cartel.
Yeah,
so where do you? So the bottom line is
fixed?
We have the right to secure. This is not my opinion. We in America have the right and the responsibility to secure our borders. If you think otherwise, you're dangerous. We need to bring. I want people who need a better quality of life. I welcome them. I got buddies that came like that. My sound man, Frank, went through the 7-year process from Germany, and now he's a legal citizen in America. Why should someone be able to swim across the Rio Grande and circumvent all that process so we know whether you're going to be an asset or a liability? It's not rocket science. It's liability or asset. We want assets, and that's why our immigration system is horrific, even the legal one. Right. So I know it's a problem, but we're putting all these resources and man hours into securing the porous border instead of processing those who legitimately would like a better quality of life in America. But first we have to differentiate between the protesters who think that we need to turn over California and Arizona and Texas back to Mexico so it can turn into a shithole. Of course they left Mexico. They know it's horrible. That's why they're here. Why would you come here to get away from a shithole and then turn the place you came to into the shithole? We have a Constitution. We have a Bill of Rights. You need to earn your own way. You need to work very hard. If you're in the asset column, I love you. If you're in the liability column, I love you if you're having hard times. But if you have squatted intentionally as an able-bodied individual in that liability column, you are a detriment to America, and you should get the fuck out of here.
That's when you look at it in perspective, the people that are able-bodied Americans that don't do jack shit, and some poor bastard is trying to do anything they can to get here from Mexico to the point where they're literally dying of dehydration, making their way through the desert. Yeah, and they would bust their ass if given that opportunity.
So,
and
Joe,
it's not fair.
It's not easy. It's never going to be easy.
It's complicated, right?
But it is doable. But our priorities as a government are so clustered. They're so disprioritized that all this effort's going towards, securing the Rio Grande when people are illegally swimming across and jeopardizing their very life and limb, when just down a couple miles there's a legal entrance and it might be a pain in the ass. But you're here with me today, June 28th, 2018. Have you not put up with major pains in the ass as a martial artist, as a comedian? That's a tough life. You got your world carved out because you put up with a pain in the ass and you improvise, adapted, and overcome. It makes you happier at night.
Yeah, but I was
need to do that.
Very fortunate. I was born in America. I didn't grow up in an impoverished, crime-ridden community.
Understood.
I didn't have to deal with gang violence.
But you're certainly not advocating them coming in illegally.
No, I just think there's got to be a better conversation about this. And I think that the conversation is that if you oppose these people that are illegally immigrating into this country, that you're a racist. Like,